What's up, guys? Hope you are doing well. My name is Steve. Thank you for joining us on this channel where we talk sneakers and sneakers only, with maybe plans to expand, but you never know. But if you are new here, welcome, and you know what to do. Consider hitting that like and subscribe. I think you will enjoy what you are about to see. And to the returning subscribers, we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and you are in under 2,000 subscribers. So congrats to you for being on the ground floor, and welcome back. Now let's get right into it. We are talking about a crazy looking sneaker, something that I think is going to be very polarizing to a lot of people. But what's cool about this sneaker is it is from one of Nike's kind of specialty departments. And they have these divisions within the brand that are solely focused on doing creative and crazier things with traditional silhouettes and materials and whatever. Make crazy sneakers is pretty much their, modus operandi, if you will. So this comes from the ISPA, the ISPA division, and we've already seen a version of this sneaker before, but this is that new model blended with a vintage model, a hybrid, if you will. Today we are talking about the Nike OverBreak SP in the Baroque brown colorway. Like I said, crazy looking, but don't let that detour you. You gotta hear more about this sneaker, so let's take a closer look before we get into that, and I will see you on the other side. Alright guys, so now that you've seen a closer look of these bad boys right here, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and as you go through and you see the description, you will see some of my favorite sneaker books that I have linked for you guys to check out. Something for the winter to curl up with as we go into December and January and all that. So check those links out down below as you leave a comment letting me know how you think these look. But we're going to talk a lot more than just the looks here. We're going to talk about what this sneaker actually is. So this is the OverBreak SP. SP stands for Special Project, if you didn't know, and you might recognize the name, the break there, and the over. So this is two different shoes put together. So the upper here, which you might recognize, this is the Daybreak upper, and then this midsole outsole monstrosity on the bottom is the Overreact. So we saw the Overreact ISPAs drop a few months ago, maybe a month and some change ago, and so this is taking that midsole outsole, combining it with the Daybreak upper, which is a nice clean retro Nike running shoe, but they've done a little bit more than just take the upper and the bottoms here and put them together. So the suede panels, which a lot of the vintage Nike sneakers from the Kill Shots, the Daybreaks, and so on will have suede panels covering the majority of that upper. The suede panels here are those same cut and shape, but they have been exaggerated, and they are all kind of bleeding over each other on this upper, even to the point, and one of my favorite aspects about this is how the Nike swoosh here is cut off on the bottom, a lot like the Air Max 90, which is one of my all-time favorite silhouettes, and then this swoosh even comes up and comes over the top of the suede lining the eyelets, and just that type of expansion, exaggeration is just obviously something that you don't see a lot, and it's a nice, cool detail about these sneakers because colorway wise, these are pretty subdued. There's, some subdued earthy tones happening here, and the only real pop of color you have is the swoosh itself, and I just love how that bleeds over, but is then also cut off by these other suede panels. And you'll notice the other suede panels in the upper are also exaggerated and kind of stitched over one another, and so that is part of this boundary pushing initiative of ISPA or ISPA, however you want to say it, and that is also where the Overreact idea kind of came from too. So they're taking the React foam and they were basically taking it to the edge and then going over the edge in terms of comfort. So what you have here is basically a solid piece of React foam, and it's huge, it's monstrous, and it's that's all it is. There is nothing getting in the way of your foot and all of this foam coverage here, and really you can feel that. There are a couple rubber inserts here on the bottom, and these kind of serve for just kind of heel and forefoot stability, but you don't even feel these things. This is all super cushiony foam, very comparable to an Adidas Ultra Boost. If that's, if you've only had Ultra Boost and haven't experienced React foam yet, that's what you can expect from this. And it's kind of hard to describe. It's super cushy, but it's like so overdone. It's unlike anything else I've had. I mean, I've had other React foam-based midsole Nike shoes before, but this just feels completely different. I almost thought for a minute that there was some kind of an air unit running through here, but according to what I've read, this is all React foam. And the reason I felt that way is because there's so much here, there's so much cushion that you almost feel a little wobbly. It's kind of a crazy feeling. So I don't think this shoe really has many applications for athletic use. I think this is designed to be and should be a casual sneaker. However, I kind of was thinking about this as obviously the running applications, you know, all of this cushion and support can be good on joints and things like that, but this might be a little bit too much. But another thing I was thinking about was the maybe hiking applications, because this kind of struck me as a hiking looking type of shoe, an outdoorsy type of shoe. This could almost be like an ACG release if you look at it that way. And with all of this foam, that just kind of ridiculous comfort and support, maybe with some good rubber cladding on the outsole to protect it from the elements, you know, hiking in the woods or rocks or whatever. I think that could be, you know, an application to explore. You know, you guys can put me on payroll anytime you want, Beaverton, just send the check. But seriously, I think that this has a real application for long distance walking or hiking, because it's just super, super comfortable and quite enjoyable to wear. One other thing design wise and why I think this kind of made me feel like this had some hiking vibes going on is the laces. So you get some really dope multicolor laces that come with this shoe laced in, as well as a more traditional gray pair of laces, and those are nice, but I'm definitely going to stick with these multicolor ones. They almost got kind of a digicamo print on them, and it might be kind of a modified herringbone pattern. Really what I like about them is how thick these are. I mean, these are really big, thick laces. They kind of feel like the same kind of thickness as like a Jordan 11. That mixed with the pattern makes me feel like these are like a hiking type lace. Like this type of shoelace isn't going anywhere. It's going to be hard to wear down, and so that's where I got more of those hiking vibes from, as well as the brown suede and the overall colorway. Even the midsole as well, going back to this React foam, there's a gradient shift happening from darker to lighter as you go to the bottom of the shoe here. You see it all along the top here at the beginning of the midsole as you go down. It starts off as more of a brownish and then transitions more to a gray. I think that's a really cool detail. Almost kind of makes the shoes look dirty right out of the box. So I think that's going to be kind of a subjective thing. People are going to look at that and you're either going to love that or hate that. I think it lends to the colorway, and I understand what they're doing with it, so I don't mind it one bit. And I mean, the midsole is going to get dirty anyway, so it's eventually going to look more like this at some point with continuous use. I just think it's a really cool detail. So overall, for fit and everything, guys, I went with my true to size 12, and I thought that that was the right way to go. These are very comfortable. They're easy to put on and off. You really have no issues there. I don't find these to be any more narrow or any wider than any type of Nike shoe I typically wear. If anything, this foam is just so big and expansive, and I mean, it almost doesn't matter what the shape of your foot is. You just got to get the lengths right, and so true to size worked well for me. I definitely recommend that for you. And as far as resale goes, I don't think these are going too crazy. This was not a hyped release, and it's clearly a polarizing silhouette, and I feel like it's more appreciated in hand than it is in photos, and it's definitely appreciated on feet. I mean, like I said, crazy cushion. So you can get these for a pretty fair price. I think they're going for only 20, 30, 40 bucks over retail at the moment. So, I mean, easy money, easy purchase to make if you want to get your hands on a pair. And that does it for me, guys, on this video of the Nike OverBreak SPs in the Baroque brown colorway. Super, super comfortable, crazy React foam midsole and outsole. Never felt anything quite like it, to say the least. So if you're feeling this shoe, or if you're not feeling this shoe, let me know down in the comments below, because I'm the CEO of responding to comments, and I will hit you back. As well, consider checking out some of my links in the description, some of my favorite sneaker books, including Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, which I absolutely 100% recommend. If you have not read it yet, you have to read it. If you are a fan of Nike at all, you should definitely check that book out, as well as the protective shoe spray, Keep Your Kicks Clean. That is all down there. Nice, easy Amazon links for you to cop for the holidays, for the winter time. Curl up with a good book, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and join the family. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and we are close to 2,000. So yeah, join in. Be one of the first people to say that you were in on this channel early before we blow up. I'd say we, because it's you guys. It's your likes, your engagement, your comments. Everything is what helps this channel grow, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. So with that being said, I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a good day, good evening, good night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.